Yeah, regarding the visualization, in Nuage you can have different levels to view. We have some predefined views in the customer portal. So it's on the uh, dashboard and organization levels, different type of statistics like delay, jitter, packet loss, application performance level. You can have also statistics visible on the Nuage architect itself. So you could see, for example, what are your applications, also delay, jitter, packet loss on different levels, coming from the corporate level to L3 or L2 VPN level, or you could go even to the branch level where you can see different applications, how they are performing. So now I have a very low traffic here just for this short video. And then you could have a different approach, not only from the customer portal, as is this here. I can maybe also show a few statistics on the layer 3 network. It's traffic detail report, application discovery detail report, and the network performance detail. You can see average peak total traffic between each ports on each particular branch, or you could see the applications per the layer 3 network level, or you could see the peak average latency, peak average packet loss, or peak average jitter in between different branches, so you could go and filter out Bratislava branch and or whatever. The next option, how to visualize, is using Kibana. Kibana is a visualization tool for Elasticsearch. It's integrated inside the Nuage itself. And you could create own graphs. Your own graphs. This is particularly old versions 4.4. There are already release 6 and later on versions where you could do very nice graphs. I just picked up for this particular show, for example, layer 7 DPI that is particularly for this host, for this IP address. So I could see that this particular address is browsing some traffic from Akamai. I can see, for example, there is a Vimeo traffic, there is a Spotify traffic on the bottom. I could also see the top applications uh, by the sorted by the IP addresses. So I see, for example, this blue particle traffic is very dominant and is actually from my 192.168.0.169. That's a local branch IP address of the host. So actually I could be filtering it per host very easily. I could do, for example, average jitter in different way visualization. I could do layer 7 flow per host visualization. How it's done in 3 steps. It's discovery of the data, visualization of that data, and then putting on the dashboard like this. I'm gonna show you a quick one. So for example, having a discovery feature, I go to the database. I can select actually what kind of data I would like to see, if it's just today, this week, this month, since today, or I could say last 15 minutes, last 30 minutes. I will keep the last 15 minutes for now. And I see here my data entries. In these data entries, you could see very granularly what's going on. For example, packets in, packets out, and particular port with timestamp and so on. I'm, for example, interested right now on the just layer 7 statistics. So I will filter out here from the fields I have. I have added here a field layer 7 class enhanced, meaning that I would like to see in all my data records uh, that particular field. I would like to see, for example, destination NSG, where it comes from, and source NSG, where it goes to. Now I see already some data that's relevant to NSG AMI, that it's in Amazon, or going from NSG4 to NSG2. I could go and, for example, filter out some particular fields. Okay, so for example, if exists layer 7 uh, enhanced data, or if, for example, it's enhanced and it's from Bratislava, or there is a layer 7 data mentioned, there is a Bratislava branch, and I would like to see, for example, that particular host that's at the end 0969. So I'll just do a quick filter. Let's see what we get. And it filters out the last 15 minutes records, and it gives me all the data that has these fields, layer 7, Bratislava, and from that particular host. And you could see there is a plenty of data, different, for example, this is Radio Express, Akamai, Spotify, YouTube video. So I could see different kind of traffic going through. I like this search. I'm gonna save it. Save that search. Let's call it like Temo for a host layer 7 visualization. And I can use that particular data set to visualize in a different way. In this current version, I have this area chart, data table, line chart. I could do some metric, pie chart, tile map from geographical map to do a geographical maps, and this then do some map visually which region is a better one or not, or vertical bar chart. I would like to see, for example, the area chart or the line chart. So I select data from a saved search. We did this demo host layer 7 visual, and I would like to just mention, okay, I have two axes, y-axis and x-axis. I would like to see on the y-axis average field. That will be, for example, the total bytes count. And on the x-axis, I will select terms, for example, a field that will be, I would like to go data histogram. So I will have x on the x, the date and time. And I will divide that traffic. Now I'm going to make some total bytes that were transferred during some period with a 1 minute granularity. And I would like to split lines by some specific field. That will be, for example, that layer 7 classification. Okay, so let's do layer 7 enhanced classification, and voila, I can see the traffic from that particular host in the time, sorted by the different applications. So I can see, for example, this blue line, it's Akamai traffic, it's probably a video, that's a Vimeo video in the background, Daily Motion video I'm watching, and so on. Okay. One more hint: when you have the dashboard ready, you can use that particular view on your dashboard. The same view I already created here. It's inserted here. This kind of, I would say view. So what I'm gonna do, I can, for example, add some new graph, layer 7 flow per host visualization. I will add that particular view here, and I see that view what we created before. I can save that dashboard for future use. Plenty other features you could do. You could actually filter out specific applications on different levels. So I would like to, for example, see only branch office Bratislava data. I could apply filters I clicked here, and now I see only data in this graph and this graph only for Bratislava. I could select only Akamai traffic here. And I can apply Akamai traffic and see just that one. You see, and all the graphs are showing more data. Yes, the two different Akamai traffics. So particularly that could be two different services. I will stop here for the moment. So this shows you how the system is built and how it's possible very easily to create your graphs. If you would like to save your visualizations and post it externally, that's also possible. You can share that visualization, and each particular graph could be a kind of iframe that you could just take and put it in your website or your portal, or you can share a link and show just that particular visualization by opening that link directly. But I think this frame, that's much better. This is much better.